Alrighty, YouTube. This video is going to be about these Greenworks 40 volt battery operated things I made a previous video on that I picked up at Walmart on clearance for $40 each. Normally $157 for the hedge trimmer and the string trimmer and $197 for the chainsaw. So today we're going to talk about this. This 40 volt Greenworks string trimmer. As you can see, I've used it. Got some grass on it. I did use it today, and you know, I've never been sold on these battery operated things. I understand it's only a 40 volt, it's not a 60 volt, but still, let's keep that in, you know, for this kind of price, normally $157 versus what we can buy here. You know, let's just take example this Poland Pro here that I picked up on clearance at the end of the year at Walmart, I think for like $35 or $40. So I picked them both up for about the same price, but normally what do these things cost? 100, maybe 120, you know, max for a straight shaft string trimmer like this, you know, bump feed, twin string there. So I said, you know, I'm not sold on the electric stuff. I'm probably going to stick with this. But when I saw these, I was really excited to give them a try. Now, I haven't tested the hedge trimmer or the chainsaw yet, but just from testing this right here, I'd say unless you have a very, very, very tiny lawn or you're a very patient person, I would pass on this. In my opinion, this is a toy. Here's why. First of all, it doesn't have the RPMs that the gas one has, and it doesn't have the torque. That torque drive nonsense, whatever. It simply doesn't have the torque and it doesn't have the RPM. I used this on half my lawn today, and I'll tell you what, for edging the lawn, you know, for flipping it upside down and actually edging along the grass where the concrete curb is, it worked fine for that. No problem there at all. But as far as using it to string trim, you know, the lawn, around trees and around the rocks and all that stuff, this thing's a joke. It doesn't have enough RPM or torque. Therefore, the little the string that comes out, the nylon cord or whatever it is, it gets caught up in the grass too easily. It makes a fight. You know, you end up you know, scalding the grass. And also the balance. The balance is horrible on this thing. It was actually wearing my arm out, and you would think this is light. The problem is the head's too heavy and the top of it's too darn light. And I've got the handle all the way down. It's just not balanced right. It doesn't have enough torque or horsepower. I mean, this isn't a professional one. This is something you go buy at Walmart, you know, or eBay or Amazon or something, a Poland Pro. And I don't even open this thing all the way up. Maybe half or three-quarter. It's got plenty of power to whip right through the grass. It doesn't get stuck in the grass. You know, if it starts to, you give it more, pull the throttle more. It's got more power, whips right through it, no problem at all. This thing, in my opinion, is like, I mean, 10 times better than that. This is far superior. So from seeing the performance difference from this here and this thing, which I consider, you know, it's only good if you have a very little lawn, which I don't have a very big lawn, I don't think, and this is not adequate for me, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and sell this. I'm not even going to open up the chainsaw or the hedge trimmer. I'm going to get rid of all of it, and I'm going to go ahead and stick with my two-stroke hedge trimmer, my two-stroke Poland Pro chainsaw. Actually, they're all Poland Pro. The two-stroke hedge trimmer, the chainsaw, and that there. This cheap little Murray 25cc leaf blower. I picked that up at Walmart at the end of the year for like 30 bucks on clearance. That's perfect. That works great. My old ass lawnmower. I've had this thing now for, let's see, I've had it for 15, 16. I've had this thing for 16 years now. Maybe 17. And when I got it, I found it on the curb in the trash can, or, you know, ready for the trash. And the only reason it was on the curb is because the fuel tank had a crack in it. Well, I took it down to the local little lawnmower shop right down the street when I lived in Vegas and asked him if I could buy a tank, and he said, "Oh, it's covered under warranty. Put a new tank on it for free." I've had it since I've had it, at least 16 or 17 years. Who knows how long the original owner had this thing, and it still runs great. I'm not sold on the battery crap. You know, my channel's not monetized. I don't care. I don't, I don't click to everyone, trying to get everyone to subscribe. I could give a shit less. I just post little videos because I enjoy it. In my opinion, this stuff is complete crap. And I'll show you my lawn. It's not very big. That's what I have right there. I have all desert landscaping on the front, so this is all I have to deal with. And in my opinion, that string trimmer wasn't even up to the task. Could it have done it? Yeah, but it didn't feel good. It was scalding the grass, complete junk. I fired up that two-stroke one, just, easy peasy.